Welcome to our lecture online. In this video, we're going to look at the general equation of a hyperbola. We're not going to be stuck by having the center at the origin. We can now have the center anywhere at the point hk, whatever hk is. It could be, of course, over here, over here, over here. It doesn't matter what quadrant. It's just a different location besides the origin. Now, here's the equation again that we're now familiar with, where the center of the hyperbola is at the origin. We drew a box such that the box goes to the points plus b minus b, a and negative a. So we draw a box like this. Then we draw the lines diagonally from corner to corner. We extend them beyond the box. We find the points a and negative a, and then we know how to draw the hyperbola on both sides of the box. Notice that if it's x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared, the hyperbola opens sideways. If it's y squared over b squared minus x squared over a squared, then the hyperbola opens up and down. So what happens when we have the equation like this? This is the general form of the equation where we no longer have h and k equal to 0. That would make it, of course, the equation look like this. If we have an h and a k, meaning that the center is offset, we do the exact same thing, but we now have the center here instead of at the origin. So what we need to do is we need to add an a and subtract an a in the horizontal direction. We need to add a b and subtract a b in the vertical direction to draw our box there. So notice if our a is this big over here, we need to put our a this big over here. Of course, these are the same values. So then this here would be h plus a, and then over here in this direction, we can write this as being the point h minus a, and of course I don't need to have that here. So this is the point h minus a, and that's the point h plus a. So we add an a and we subtract an a from h to put the two edges to realize where the two edges of the box are going to be. Then we're going to add a b to the k and subtract a b from k, and that's about this big. So here, this point here would be b. Well, let's see here. I think I'm going to label them slightly differently because that way it's going to be less confusing. So let me try that again. Let me just go ahead and put the coordinates of the point down. So this is going to be h plus a comma k. So in the vertical direction, it's still k, but in the horizontal direction, we add a to that. And here we have the point h minus a comma k, and that's the left point. Over here, let's write this as h comma k plus b, and over here we'll have the point h comma k minus b. So we add a b, subtract b, add an a, subtract a from the x and the y value of that point. Now we can draw our box. And notice we have the very same box as before, but that box is now offset by h and k. Again, we draw the diagonal lines. So diagonal lines right here. Extend them outward. We draw the other diagonal line this way. And extend it outward. And so the point where the hyperbola crosses the, not the x-axis, but the central line of the box, so to speak, is going to be h plus a. And the point where the hyperbola crosses the line over here, or the point over here, is going to be h minus a. And so now we can go ahead and draw the very same looking hyperbola as what we had over here. The only difference is that the hyperbola is offset by the values h and k. So instead of having it centered on the origin, we now have it centered on h and k, but everything else looks exactly the same as before. So this now represents the more general equation of a hyperbola, and this is how you draw the more general equation of the hyperbola. Exactly the same, just everything offset by h and k, and that is how it's done. Pretty slick, huh?